Hello 7th class. Till now we have studied about matter. We learned that matters are of three types: solid, liquid and gases. We learned about the differences between solid, liquid, gases. They are having fixed shape, volume, about their compressibility and fluidity. Then we learned about interconversion of state of matters. Now ultimately what we come to know that all the matters are made up of molecules, and these molecules ultimately are made up of elements. So, elements are substances which cannot be split into similar substance by chemical means. For example, we are hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and other type of elements are there. Now, these elements are represented by symbols, and the symbols are written in capital letters. In some cases, first letter is capital and second letter is small. Like hydrogen is given by capital H, nitrogen is given by capital N, then copper is given by Cu, and iron is given by Fe. Now, when two or more elements chemically combine in some fixed proportion, they give rise to a compound. Now, a substance that can be split into simpler substance by chemical means is called compound. Now, after element, another things coming up is compounds. Now, if you want to give an example of a compound, we'll say hydrogen is combining with oxygen to form water. Now, water is formed of two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. And if I break, what is obtained by the way? Water is obtained. So, water is a compound. If I try to break water, it will give me hydrogen and oxygen. Similarly, we are having example of carbon dioxide. Now, this carbon dioxide is a compound and it is formed of carbon and oxygen. If I break carbon dioxide, yes, they will give me carbon and oxygen. Now coming to next topic is atoms and molecules. If we go on subdividing an element, we will arrive at a part that cannot be further subdivided. If one piece of element, I am having piece of iron, and if I try to break it into smaller pieces, ultimately I will be getting the smallest particle, atom. And this atom is actually taking part in chemical reaction. Now what does we define? Atom is the smallest part of element that take part in chemical reactions. Atom cannot exist alone. Two or more atoms combines together. What we say that atoms cannot exist alone. They need to combine with some another to become stable. Two or more elements, atoms, if they combine together, they result in the formation of molecule. And this molecule can exist independently. It can stand of its own. It is present. When we are talking about hydrogen, when I am talking about hydrogen in the air, I am not talking about hydrogen atom. I am talking hydrogen molecule, H2. If I am talking about oxygen in the air, it doesn't mean oxygen atom. I am talking about oxygen molecule. They exist alone. So, molecule is the smallest part of element or a compound that is capable of independent existence. Now, these molecules are further are formed when atoms combine in fixed whole number ratio. Means one atom of oxygen and two atoms of hydrogen are combining to form water. So their ratio is fixed. Wherever you get water, you may get water from Everest, you get water from Los Angeles, you get from water from Delhi, or you even get a water from the nalis or rivers, wherever you get. Their formula always remains same, H2O, because the number of atoms which are combining are fixed. Are you getting it? An atom of hydrogen, now coming to another part, what are atoms made up of? What are molecules? Two types of molecules we are going to get. One we call it molecules of element, one we call it molecule of compound. If the molecule of an atom, similar type of atoms are present in the molecule, we will call them molecule of element. For example, hydrogen is there, H2, two atoms of hydrogen, nitrogen, N2, two atoms of nitrogen, oxygen, O2, two atoms of oxygen. Similarly, molecule of ozone, they consist of three atoms of molecules. Now, in this molecule, what is special? That they have similar type of atoms. They have similar type of atoms. So, we call them elements, molecules of elements. What we call them? Molecules of elements. Then we got molecules of compound. A molecule of compound means they contain atoms of two different elements. Like in water, we are having two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. If we are having case of ammonia, in that we are having one atom of nitrogen and three atoms of hydrogen. So these we call them molecule of compound. If the sample of element or a compound is pure, the formula of the molecule does not change. That means the number of combining atoms are fixed. So this is what we got in the end. In the compound, the number of atoms are always fixed and they are pure. Now we will talk about how atoms are actually combining with one another. So we are having a short here. The first one, we are having atoms, hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. They are alone. They may combine with oneself. Hydrogen combining, hydrogen molecule. Nitrogen combining, nitrogen molecule, and oxygen molecule. So they are called molecule of elements. Similarly, we are having molecules of compound, where one molecule is of hydrogen, one of nitrogen, or of oxygen combining. This is water, nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide, and ammonia. These are molecules of compound. So this we learned that atoms of different elements are combining and staying together. So why atoms or molecules are together? They have force of attraction between them. There are force of attraction that are keeping these atoms in molecules or the molecules of matter together. And the force which is holding two atoms in a molecule together is known as chemical bond. We have already learned that molecules are held together in matter by intermolecular force or cohesive force. One should remember that chemical bond is stronger than these intermolecular forces. So atoms are held together in molecules far more strongly than molecules in matter. Thus it is very difficult to separate the atoms of molecules than to separate the molecules of matter. So what we have studied in this chapter, anything that occupies space and has mass is matter. Space, anything occupies called volume. Amount of matter in the substance, we call it mass. Matter is made up of small particles known as molecules. The space between them is known as intermolecular space, and the force holding them together is known as intermolecular force. Matter exists in solid, liquid, gases. Important properties of solid, liquid, gases is that they can be understood or explained on the basis of the space and the intermolecular forces between them. State of matter can be changed. We call it interconversion. Element is a substance that cannot be splitted down into smaller pieces by chemical reaction. Compounds can be split, broken down into similar. Matter is made up of small parts called molecules which can exist alone. Elements are made up of small parts known as atoms which cannot exist alone. Molecule of atom is made up of one kind of atoms. Molecule of compounds contain two or more than two kind of elements. The forces that hold atom together is known as chemical bond, and chemical bond is more stronger than intermolecular force of attraction. So children, this is finished with our first chapter.